And thank you for keeping this place alive because
Well, it was a tough go about it. And when COVID hit, Old Tucson owned the movie set, and because they had to close Old Tucson, this was closed, and the state lease pretty much said if this was no longer being used as a movie set, it had to be gone back to the original desert. So it was about a week before it got bulldozed when the Karshner family came in and bought the lease for it. So
oh, thank God for that, because
pretty close to being demolished.
These places we only watched in movies, and then we are lucky to witness this in
There's a lot of people in the world don't get to come out and see all the cool stuff that was filmed here. So.
What's your name, sir?
Paul.
Paul.
Yep. Otherwise known
Anil.
on set as Mr. Vanderspiegel when I'm dressed in my normal clothes.
Nice to meet you anyway.
Come on up and I'll show you the gift shop.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This is Sammy. She actually owns the place.
Oh, right.
Mad because I haven't fed her yet.
I'm sorry?
She's mad at me because I haven't fed her yet.
Yeah.
With Sharon Stone and
Oh yeah. And Leonardo DiCaprio, like as a small boy.
Yes, this was kind of his first breakout movie, and Sharon Stone gave up half her salary so that Leonardo DiCaprio would be in the film.
Oh right.
They had somebody else cast for that part.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Still a lot of buildings remaining from the movie Tombstone.
Yeah.
Quick and the Dead, the big tall green one, was built for 12 minutes of the Outlaw Josey Wales. That's where he does his famous line, "Are you going to pull them pistols or whistle Dixies?"
Amazing.
Gift shop
This
right
is
here.
a gift shop,
Yep.
yeah. Let's see what's in there.
Every set that goes into this goes right back into rebuilding it. We're all volunteers, nobody takes a salary.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Well, we all have a love for history and film history, and this is too nice of an old movie town to let.
You own this place, huh?
I do not. The Karshner family owns it. I work for them. And this is my wife Cindy. She also works for them.
How is everybody?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you, Cindy. How are you?
Good.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
We came all the way from London to see the film set.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll be going back on Saturday.
Okay.
We went to Las Vegas for the New Year and everything.
Okay.
But this place was
an
in our
amazing place.
yeah.
It's an amazing place.
When they're done in the shop, if they spent enough money, just let me know and I'll give them a quick tour up and down the street.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds
It won't
good.
take many buildings.
Yeah, and those shirts there too. JJ says they just wash up fabulously, and we've got all sorts of new things in.
New things.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, you got the films on as well.
There is Tombstone on.
Ah, nice.
We always have it playing in here. We're very proud of it.
Wow.
I can't believe it's been 30 years.
Wow.
Yes, actually this year is 31 years. It's a very long time.
You're living the dream.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You're probably a big fan of the movies.
Yes.
What kind of question is that?
I was a fan of the movie even before we became volunteers.
Oh, okay, sure. How long you been?
The Karshners, this coming February, next month, it'll be 4 years that the Karshners have taken over the lease on the property. It was 2 weeks from being bulldozed, so they saved it. And since then, we have nothing but a volunteer group that is helping to rebuild. And my husband Paul and I have been here for 3 of those 4 years. So it's very cool.
Good.
Yes, it's very cool.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to buy. Let's see.
So we've got mescal ware, we've got boutique ware. JJ is kind of wants to expand. We get a lot of people that would continue to to support the group, the set.
I definitely want to buy that one.
T-shirts, So, okay.
That one I want to buy.
So it's kind of nice for them if they want to shop and still support the set, because all the money that is spent in the store goes right back into buying wood, 2x4 screws. We have two other kinds up here that are embroidered versus having, like the mesh baseball cap.
Yeah, this one is all right.
Uh-huh. You could get that and practice your twirling from the movie.
Well.
Okay.
Thank you. What else? The boots. Oh, that's it. Isn't it?
Wait, what is this? What are these?
Postcards.
Oh, are those postcards? Those are cool.
If you have any question on prices or sizes or anything, just let me know.
Sure, no.
Yeah.
I collect books.
Oh, you could pick two more.
Oh, two more.
3 for $1. Otherwise, they're 50 cents a piece. So
Oh, 3 for $1.
I
Okay.
always suggest buying 3.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't been here for very long, just walking from here to there, but there is a postcard of Sammy, our cat. She has lived on the set for her whole life. She wanders around. This is her place. This is where she lives, and she takes care of lots of things. So you might be able to see her.
So how much is that now?
This is 20.
Yeah.
This is 30.
Yeah.
And this is $1.
So that's $31.
So it's 20 plus 30 plus 1.
Oh, $51.
Yes.
Is that enough spending or?
Oh,
What is question?
one more thing. One more thing.
Oh.
Find one more thing, then we'll call it good.
All right. Okay.
There you go, you can have that t-shirt.
No, I don't want t-shirts. No. What's that?
I don't know.
It's
No, I
an
don't.
ornament.
That's fine. What else?
Oh, earrings. Oh, that's a big one.
That's not earrings.
It is.
Is that
It is
earrings?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are earrings.
Pen.
Oh, this keychain.
No,
Yeah,
these are keynote.
that's useful as well. Okay, we'll buy that one.
What about this keychain?
Oh, the ones that were things.
Okay.
Keychain.
So there's no tax.
Yeah. So
So 20, 30, 50, 51, 55.
Okay,
Yeah.
pay for this one.
Oh, you want to pay for this
Yes.
separate? $4.
no, just fine. I'll pay together because there will be different transaction charge.
Okay.
I'll pay together.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How long are you going to be in the area?
Saturday. We'll go back on Saturday 4th.
Okay. Do you have any other plans in the area?
I mean, we'll just walk around in Phoenix, probably Phoenix City.
Oh, okay. Because I'm going to give you one of these also.
Okay.
And it just shows a little bit more of historical places that you can visit in the area.
Oh, nice.
All right?
That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Keep that.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So now we can walk around, yeah?
Okay, I'm going to have Paul go with you
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because there are some places that are not safe anymore.
Oh, right.
You know,
all right.
so it's best that you're guided.
No problem.
Paul, would you you like to assist these people?
Thank you, Cindy.
Yes, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
I'll walk you down to the bowl sign. That's as much as I can show you today.
Oh,
without
nice. Thank you.
Making you pay for a tour. So, so this little spot right here where Dr. Pearl's Bent's facade is, in the movie Tombstone, that's where the opium den would have been, the tent. And
Okay.
that's where Curly Bill would have come out and been shooting at the moon and says, "I feel capital." And then it's where he accidentally shot Marshall White and ended up getting knocked out by Wyatt Earp and hauled back to the jail.
Oh, okay. Can't believe I'm walking through here.
Here again, this was built for the Outlaw Josey Wales.
That one.
The green one right here.
Or this one, yeah.
That's where he was in buying his goods, and he had 2 bags of dry goods, and he walked out to come across the street, and he ran into the snake oil salesman who said, "Hey, look, it's Outlaw, it's Josey Wales." He dropped his bags. The soldiers came out, and he said, "Are you gonna pull them pistols or whistle Dixie?" So that was all done.
That was
12
it.
minutes of the movie right here.
Very nice.
We have another empty lot that after Tombstone, there was a movie called Time Master that came in, and one of the scenes they had was to throw a flash grenade in the building to make it sound like something had blown up. There was a guy out here in the street being hung. The flash grenade went in and actually caused a spark, and in real life burnt the building down. It wasn't anything that was staged, but the building burned down. So that was back in 1995. We haven't decided to put a building in there yet.
And where do these people live when they come for the? Where do they stay when they come for the filming?
A lot of times they stay in the local hotels in either Benson or Tucson. We have some people out here that also have Airbnbs that can handle quite a few people, so they stay in there. Sometimes they bring elaborate trailers out and big RVs, and they stay in them. So.
Because there are lots of extras as well in the films.
Yes,
Usually,
most of the extras come in for day work, and
they
most
go.
of them are local.
Oh, local people.
Yeah,
They're lucky.
yeah.
Do you live here?
I live where you see them hills over there,
Oh,
about
okay.
6 miles away. That's where I live.
Okay, I was looking.
I'm here every day.
Okay.
And during movie productions, yes, I do live on set. I bring my RV down here. Even though I'm only a few miles away, after a 16-hour day, that's a long drive home for 3 miles. So plus I get interrupted in the middle of my night's sleep if there's a security issue going on. So
What kind of security issue can be here? Like people trespass
you get
or?
people trespassing, trying to steal things for souvenirs.
Oh, right.
Back in the day when this was not open, there was a lot of people who come up here and party and sneak. They come up with their RVs and drive around and act reckless, but theft is a big thing. So this big yellow building, the hotel, was built for the movie Dirty Dingus McGee, which is not one of Frank Sinatra's best movies. In fact, he ran around the entire movie in a pair of red long underwear, union suit. At that time, the building was a 3-story. The top story kind of looked like the Addams Family, and over the years, it just got dilapidated, and we don't even exactly know how it came down, but it did. But this building has been moved 3 times on the set. It was out farther at one point. This is where it's going to stay now. We aren't moving it again because it's getting to be pretty old. It's over 40 years old.
Wow.
So we get down to Franklin Feeds, the yellow building down there.
Yeah.
That was prominent in.
Can we walk down there, or is that all right to walk?
We can walk as far as the bull sign, yeah.
Yeah.
The yellow building is called Franklin Feeds. Now, during the movie Tom Horn, that was a very prominent building. That was the marshal's office, and also behind it was the jail cell and the upstairs jail cell. Unfortunately, the wind in the last 6 months has blown the jail over, so we're in the process of rebuilding that as well.
Right.
So in the movie Tombstone, this hotel, this is where we first seen the crew coming in on the stagecoach. They would have pulled off right out here, and this is where they would have got off right in the beginning of the movie. This set here is a complete building, with the exception of the one between the tonsorial and the mercantile. That we put in there just recently to cover up that empty area.
Right.
Mabel's boarding house during the movie Tombstone. That was the cafe. That's where Curly Bill and Johnny Ringo were sitting, and Wyatt Earp pulled up on the buckboard and said, "I just want you to know this is over." And Johnny Ringo said, "Something smells like it's dead." And Curly Bill said, "Well, bye." That was done there. This big, tall, two-story building.
Yeah.
We call it the Shallow Valley Mental Asylum. It was used, that was the actual sanitarium that Doc Holliday would have been in when he died in the movie. So the back left corner is the interior where he died. The exterior was actually shot in a different building in Colorado.
All right.
Which is the way movies work sometimes.
Yeah.
They film inside one building, outside someplace completely different. You can't really see way up over the hill. We don't take people down there, but that's where the entire series of Young Riders was filmed.
Right.
In there, Josh Brolin got his first start in the movies. A lot of young actors in that as well, and the building is still quite heavily used for filming. One of the funny stories about this big brown one is when they filmed Tombstone, it was 105 degrees here, and Val Kilmer, when he got into his part, he would stay in his part 24 hours a day. He never came out of character the entire time. Any movie he does is filming.
So he's staying here? I mean,
he pretty much stayed on set even, but he stayed in character the whole time. So he played Doc Holliday for basically 6 months and didn't go back to himself. And that's where a lot of actors get in trouble. I'll tell you about another one in a minute. But so he wanted to look like he was dying when he was laying in the bed. So what they thought of was they would put him on a bed of ice, and he would just get completely white and look like he was dying. The funny part is it was 105 degrees out, so he was the only comfortable one in the whole place, laying on his bed of ice, staying nice and cool. But it worked.
It worked.
This is our bank here. Was recently used in a movie called Warrant 2, Breaker's Law with Neil McDonough.
Recently means how many years?
Yes,
Talking?
2022, I think that
All
came.
right.
That was one of our first major films that was filmed out here after we took over the property.
Okay.
And then we have several out on Amazon and Netflix you can watch. And they're on, I don't know if Cindy gave you a brochure. If not, we'll get you one. But they're all listed on the back of there. So we have Warrant 2, Breaker's Law. We have Farhaven. We have Birthright. We did a British show called The Mole. It was a series. I don't know if you guys follow Dude Perfect. They're internet guys that do stuff for kids. They just filmed out here. We've done music videos, commercials, lots of different stuff.
Yeah. We're going to watch all those movies
Oh, yeah.
because we have seen this place now.
This
Very
building
interesting.
was the life and times of Judge Roy Bean. This was his courthouse, his house, his sheriff's office, and everything.
Yeah.
It was in very, very bad shape. It was nearly on the ground, so we've just salvaged this one. We still have a ways to go. We need to redo the cedar shakes on the ceiling, and it still needs a porch and a deck on it. So we're in the process of rebuilding that as well. But that was a good building we needed to save because it's been here a long time. Through, you can see the OK Corral where the actual scene from Tombstone was shot of the OK Corral scene where they all got in a big gunfight. You're getting a nickel tour. You aren't getting the whole tour because if you come back ever again and get the real tour, I don't want to spoil everything for you. So.
Yeah, no, because we won't be coming back here anyway because
Well, you might. Once you start watching movies, you might have to take another trip.
another trip to US
Yep.
to see. Yeah.
So these two buildings, I call them our fooling buildings. And I call them our fooling buildings because they look like they should be buildings to film in, And they could film them if they want to, but the one on the left is our makeup building. So when they come in, they have to have a room to do their makeup. So that's all nice and shiny inside with lights and cameras, or lights and mirrors and nice salon chairs and sinks and water and all that, wash machine. And then the one next to it is the wardrobe building. So that has areas for them to change their clothing, racks in there to hang clothing on, because
these ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each movie brings in their own wardrobe. We don't provide that when they're doing movies, so they have their own wardrobe, and they always hire their own makeup and hair people. So
Yeah.
they've always needed a place. They don't like working out of trailers, which is where they end up in a lot of places. So we built them. So they look like old buildings on the outside, and they're nice and clean on the inside.
Yeah. So modern inside, but
Yes.
old outside. Yeah. Right.
Yep. So if you go home and watch Tombstone now,
Yeah.
that little brown building down there is the marshal's office.
That
See
one
that
there.
great big window on the front?
That one there.
Yep. So they had a scene where Wyatt Earp rides his horse and it breaks through the front window.
Right.
It took 30 days to train the horse. They had to start off with nothing there, and the horse would jump through, and they'd give it a pear or a carrot or something good. Progressed to paper and then a shower curtain until they finally got to what's called candy glass, and it's made out of sugar, and it breaks.
Sugar glass, yeah.
Yep, sugar glass. And they only had 2 sheets of this sugar glass to be able to use, because they had gone through $10,000 of sugar glass for the OK Corral scene.
Right.
So they asked the trainer if he was ready. He said yes. They got all set up. They brought the horse down. There was a ramp there for the horse to run up in. The horse jumped perfectly through the glass, but somebody forgot to tell the horse there was going to be people inside there. Every time it had practiced, there's nobody inside there. He jumped through and he'd get something to eat. So now he jumps through and there's all these cameramen
Yeah.
and people in there, and the horse kind of freaked out. So you'll be able to see it in the movie. If you watch quick, you'll see a guy with a black cowboy hat come running across and grab the horse. So they tried to decide if the guy's got a cowboy hat on, so he looks period correct. You can't really see the rest of his clothes. It wasn't supposed to be in there, but they didn't have the budget to redo the scene, so they left it in there. So there's a little blooper there for you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
These two here, this would have been the Oriental Saloon and Campbell and Hatch's pool hall.
Mhm.
It's a wide open building inside, so when they were filming Oriental Saloon, they would use 3/4 of the building. When they wanted to film the Campbell and Hatch pool hall, the bar was on rollers and it would roll across, and they'd have a bigger pool hall. So that's where Morgan Earp was shot in the back while he was playing pool, and in the movie died on the pool table. He didn't. That's not how real history goes, but in the movie, that's how it's done.
Hmm.
That's also the building where Doc Holliday twirls his cup with Johnny Ringo. After Johnny Ringo twirls his pistol and shows off, and Johnny Ringo gets out his cup and does the same thing.
Okay.
And it's also where Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday played the piano and played the full Chopin on there. He did not know how to play piano, so they gave him 30 days to learn how to play that. Otherwise, they would have used actor hands. So he learned how to play that in less than 30 days.
Oh.
Right about here, draw an imaginary line. In the movie Tombstone, after Morgan Earp gets shot, Wyatt comes out in the street and he's full of blood.
Yeah.
And it's raining, and he's standing there yelling, "Why?" And if you look, he's right over there. If you look past him to right about here, you'll see that there isn't any rain. So the rain machine stopped right here, and the rest of the street is dry. So
Okay.
I don't necessarily watch movies anymore to watch them. Now I look for bloopers. So.
Yeah, yeah. How many times have you seen all these movies?
Oh, many, many, many. I watch them constantly because I'm also a historian out here, so I have to take people on tours like this when they...
Probably you know scene by scene, dialogue by dialogue.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Of about 70, 75 movies, I would imagine.
Wow.
And then occasionally we get to be extras in movies if we want to do it, but I usually turn it down because I'm also the set manager when the movies are here, so that I take care of them so they can get done what they need to get done and anything we need to help with, and that's kind of a conflict of interest for me to do both.
Right.
But occasionally they ask us to do something, so Cindy, my wife, and I did a short 15-minute film for Southwest Airlines. So if you fly Southwest Airlines, you can watch. It's called Alone in Tombstone, or you can look it up on YouTube.
Oh, can you write it down, please? I want to watch it. Definitely. You are in it, yeah?
Yes. Cindy and I played I don't want to say the main characters, but kind of the secondary main characters, and it was filmed pretty much inside of the Mercantile.
On this one?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Okay,
Those
that's
are the
interesting.
ones that Cindy and I like to do. There's a lot of opportunities for local people to come in and be extras and not get paid, and then just stand in the street. You don't see their faces ever, but you might see them walking across the street. And I don't like doing that. I like getting paid.
You want to get paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it called? You got the name?
Alone in Tombstone.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, just a little 15-minute short.
Oh, fantastic.
Taylor or something was the director, I think.
Okay, it's very interesting.
So that's your nickel tour for the day.
Okay, do you mind if I take a silent one?
Sure.
By myself, like?
Absolutely. I'll
Yeah.
back up
Okay.
and
All right. Okay. So I
get out
just.
of your way. How's that?
That's fine. Yeah. Thank you very much.